Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hello, my fellow HBICs. No. Hello, my fellow limitless HBICs. How you doing on this lovely morning, afternoon, or evening? How are you all? You know, it's the same outfit because I'm multi-recording tonight. You know what I'm saying? This is the part 2 of the May 21st Super Chats. Yes, the May 21st Super Chats. Telling myself time, if you need help figuring out what's going on between you and your manifestation, or if you just need a zhuzhing, you need someone to zhuzh your ass, right? You want someone to hold your ass accountable with your manifestations. Please feel free to email me at manifestingwithkimberly@gmail.com. All of my coaching offerings are in the Dropbox below. They're also in the little screens, little screens that just went by. And I also have new packages. I have new packages, just so you know. Five session packages. You asked, I created. Okay? I also go live every single Tuesday with my channel membership peeps. We do a Google Meet live, 9 p.m.-ish Eastern Standard Time. Every Tuesday with my peeps. It's a good group. We do not discuss old stories. We do not marinate in shit. We do discuss success stories and tips and tricks for manifesting. I also do a little bit of talking, and then we share. It's fun. I love Tuesdays. It's a good group. It's fun. I'm not even kidding. It's fun. I love it. And I pay attention to who shows up. Just so you know. No, not really. I also go live on most Wednesdays. If I don't, then I'll go live on Thursday. I go live on TikTok. And I have Instagram too. Okay? Got me in 3 places. Come get me. All right? Enough selling myself. Let's jump right in. We are going to pick up with Sunshine. Thank you very much, Sunshine. Let's see. He wants to move to a different city to be near his kids. I feel guilty wanting him near me. He just tells me it won't work and that he's sorry. Okay, I'm going to stop you right there, Sunshine, because I know you're being too hard on yourself. Now, let's put this into perspective. You are making yourself feel guilty for wanting to manifest this specific person. You're feeling selfish because you don't want to manifest him not getting closer to his children. Let me just ask you this. Why are you dictating the how? You hearing me? Why are you dictating the how of your manifestation? Who said it's set in stone where the kids live, where he lives, and where you live? Who said it has to stay that way? Who said that something can't happen in the 3D that creates a scenario where maybe the children move back closer and so he stays? Maybe you end up desiring to move away. Who knows? Why are you putting a limitation that if this doesn't happen, then I must not be able to have this? He must not be meant for me. No. Why are you doing that? You're putting conditions on your manifestation. Why? Why? Let me say this, okay? I'm picking at you, using you as the class example, because I know there's a lot more people that do this. Now, hear me out. What the fuck are we putting conditions on our manifestations for? How many times have I told you guys? No matter what the 3D presents to us, we do not have to accept it. Meaning, when a circumstance shows up in our 3D that looks like to us, my manifestation is not going to work out. I just don't think it's going to work. I don't see how it's going to work if he's got to move away. I don't want to move. He's moving now. Now what? And now I'm going to feel bad because he wants to be close to his kids. I'm going to be that person. No, I don't. See, we don't do that. You are currently having a circumstance that appears to you that your manifestation ain't going to work. Why are we accepting that? No, our job is to put our mind back on our manifestation. What we want to experience with that person, and let your subconscious God power mind handle the rest. Let your universe handle the rest. Your 3D recalibrates itself, meaning people, places, things. Recalibrate, move in time to bring about your manifestations. So why are you writing it off like that's it, manifestations failed? It didn't work. He's moving. No, that's you accepting a circumstance and you're shutting yourself down because you think this is it. It's done. He's moving. It's never set in stone. There are never any circumstances that are permanent enough that your subconscious can't make some moves and bring them back or bring the kids back or to work it out completely that everybody's happy in the situation and you still get your specific person. You're being limited right now. And I'm sure you hearing that he wants to move. And here he's already said, I don't think it's going to work out. You're accepting that as if he has free will. He doesn't. And let me just tell you something. I don't know all of your details, meaning I don't know, what other limited beliefs you may or may not have around love and relationships. But if you have a belief that you are not chosen, holy shit, doesn't this look like exactly a belief of not being chosen playing out right in front of our eyes? Not being chosen. And this is what I say about other limiting beliefs, guys. They don't always play out in a cookie cutter way. They can play out in all different ways. All it has to do in the end is equal you're not chosen to match your belief. That's what that looks like to me. Or abandonment, one or the other. Have you addressed those? Stop accepting what someone who doesn't have the free will says. Stop accepting it. Okay? Put your focus back in your 4D. Up here on the manifestation. Don't you give up. We don't give up. Listen, if we were to give up every time the 3D farted sideways, oh my God, nobody would manifest shit. These are the moments that we must persist through this because you are a limitless being. Don't give up. Don't assume it's over. I mean that. Really, really put this into perspective. You're giving up. You're looking at the 3D and saying, okay, I guess it's not going to work. He wants to move. He doesn't think it's going to work out. Who the fuck asked him? You don't think it's going to work out? Okay, revision. See, even Poop's annoyed with that. Come on, guys. You're upsetting Poop. Poop, they're giving up on their 3D. They're giving up. They're giving up on their manifestations. What do you got hanging from your chin, woman? I'm using a ring light for once, so that's why Poop's eyes are all funky-dunky right now. What's wrong, Poop? Tell her. Tell Sunshine she needs to snap, crackle, pop herself out of that. Tell her. She's not. She's judging you. She's judging you right now, Sunshine. Come on. Back in the 4D. You want to cheat? Let me give her a treat. Okay. Lone Wolf Heart, thank you very much. Oh, it's a sticker. Hold on. It's a sticker. Do you know that in studio, I can hover over the sticker and it reanimates? Oh, Oh, thank you very much, Lone Wolf Heart. You're always so damn good to me. Thank you. Sasha Louise, thank you very much. Thank you so much, Kimberly. I'm so excited for coaching. I'm so appreciative of you. Oh my God, Sasha. Thank you so much. You guys blow my mind when you super chat me just to say thank you. It just, please know, I never, ever take things like this for granted. I don't. I am beyond appreciative of it. Beyond. Beyond. Thank you very much, Sasha. Okay, Aisa Kemp. Sorry. Aisa Kemp. Thank you very much. SP now barely texts and ignores night phone calls. Hasn't flown me out for 3 months. No money, gifts, not even for my birthday. Feel like he's cheating. You're triggered as fuck. Okay. Wow. These are the type of questions I wish I'd been able to answer in that night, because I'm sure in that moment you needed my voice. Okay. I get it. I understand why you're triggered. I'm not telling you that your feelings aren't valid. I'm not telling any of you ever that when you're upset that your feelings aren't valid, because they are. You're feeling what you're feeling. However, my question to you, where is your mind most of the time? Are you focused on getting yourself into the state? And by the state, I mean the woman who has it all state. Now, don't get me wrong. I know when there are 3D circumstances going on and you're getting triggered, it's difficult to get yourself over to the woman or man who has it all state. I know that. But what I want to do is get you out of victim state, because that is where you are right now. We are always manifesting from the state we're embodying, hence what our dominant thoughts are. And hence why our self-concept is not that lovely right now. I know that when our 3D is presenting us circumstances, I know it's difficult. I know it is. But you, I'm sure, can see the victim state you're in. And I don't mean victim state. Please know, when I say victim state, I'm using it as an umbrella for any state where we feel the 3D's happening to us. So all the things that you've just wrote here are from a perspective where we are feeling separate from our person. And I get that. But that's how you know in this moment you're not remembering who you are or the power that is within you. You're not remembering that you are the God of your reality. You are considering yourself separate entirely. You're, how they say it, you are totally putting your focus on your 3D experiences. And don't get me wrong, I know it's hard when things are not showing us what we desire, or it actually looks like a 3D that does not line up with our manifestation. I know. But these are the moments where we have to decide, I am not going to let this wobble me, waver me. I'm going to stand firm. Your only true job right now is to put yourself back into, listen, what do you want that relationship to look like? What does your dream relationship with him look like? Not what you think you can get out of him, what you can, like, example, he's not the type that sends flowers, so I'm okay with that. I don't need flowers. No. If you want flowers, you put that down on your list, what you want to experience in that relationship. And what does the version of him look like that is loving and desiring to be in this, long-term, loving, fulfilling relationship with you? What does it look like? I'm asking you this because, listen, a lot of us aren't even really sure specifically what we want to manifest. We look at our 3D and we dumb our shit down because that's what we think we'll be able to get. No. What is it? What does that relationship look like? What does the version of him look like? And you put your focus on that and nothing more. Absolutely nothing more than that. And I know that's tough, but if we want to get through this moment, you've got to decide in this moment that that's it. I'm not putting my eyes over here anymore. It's happening. I don't like it. I don't like how I feel. It's making me feel unwanted. It's making me feel unchosen. It's making me feel maybe abandoned, right? I haven't had a one-on-one, so I'm not sure everything that's going on. Those are the most common. Let me say it to you like this. How do you expect to be able to shift yourself out of victim state if you won't stop looking at what you're experiencing in the 3D? Because what you're seeing in that 3D is nothing more than a manifestation of your current state, your previous shitty thoughts. And until you move yourself from victim state, the likelihood of improvement is probably a little bit slim. And you've got the power within you right now. It's not that difficult. It's just deciding you're going to put your focus right back on you. Everything starts within you. He'll change. He will change. Put the focus back on you. Work on describing exactly what you think that dream relationship with the dream version of him looks like. Tell yourself, this is how I think I would feel if I was in that relationship. It's not about the feelings necessarily, but it's you being able to even touch what you think the version of you looks like, feels like, experiences, things like that. No more 3D, as much as I know your feelings are hurt right now. I know, but this is how we get things to change. Turn your head away. Go back in your 4D. Seriously say fuck that 3D for a little bit till we can get you out of victim state. Everything's coming from within. Everything's coming from within. And right now, you're feeling like it's him doing this to you. That's just not the case. He can only ever reflect what's going on inside of you. He can only ever reflect what state you are embodying. So if you are in a victim state, he will reflect that back to you because he is in that state with you. Okay? I know you're hurting. I know that. What you're experiencing is manifestation of old thoughts. We're creating new ones right now in this moment. Put your focus over here where it belongs. Okay? Laura P. Hey, Kim, how to stay on track and be disciplined? Well, the truth is, and this is like the God's honest truth, you have to really ask yourself how bad you want what you're manifesting. How bad do you really want? Is it a specific person? Is it a specific experience, money, health, career, appearance change? How bad do you want it? And when you decide what that answer is, if it's bad, I really, really want it, then that's when we get disciplined and decide to stay on track. That's the truth. I know sometimes it can be very frustrating when we're not seeing what we want in the 3D. And, you know, the feelings of wanting to give up can come up. And I get that. I've lived that. I understand. But I also know that when we are feeling that way, in that very moment, you are not in a beneficial state in that moment. You are in a victim state. Anytime we are thinking that the possibility of our manifestations not showing up could happen, that's it. We are not realizing who the hell we are. We are out of a state, a beneficial state. We are smack right back over to victim state, because that is if to say that the 3D has more power and control over us when it's not the case. It's the complete other way around. And the idea of manifesting is to decide, I really want this. I want to experience this. I'm going to do whatever I got to do to help me maintain the state, or at minimum, create a new dwelling state. Most of us have a dwelling state of victimhood. So this is where we want to work on things to shift us to, at minimum, a state where we really believe in the possibility and we're willing to stay on track. See what I'm saying? We want to change our dwelling state. It's not that we have to stay in the woman or man who has it all state 24/7. It's impossible. We're shifting states constantly, but we want to change that dwelling state. And that has to be important to you. And not only that, that when you start really basking in, and I know I use that word and it sounds silly, but I mean this. When you start basking in with the thought, with the idea, really, really basking in it and just sitting and thinking of who you are You are a fragment of God. God, your source energy. You have the ability to create anything you desire. God is love. It is already within you. Eventually, when you think and marinate in that enough, you will realize that everything is within you now. Everything out here are wants, not needs, wants. We want to have, we'll talk about SPs. You want to have that pleasurable experience with a specific person. You don't need it, you want it. But knowing it's already in you, that love that you're wishing to experience through the vessel of your joys, it's already within you. You are the one projecting it out so that it can be reflected back to you. But you already have it, and nothing can take that away from you. You already have all the power. You already have your desires. They're already here. And the more you really, really think about that and marinate in that, there is nothing to fear. You never have to fear that that manifestation isn't going to come, because it will. It absolutely will, because your desperate need of it falls away because you know it's coming from you. So I would spend more time basking in your God, your I amness, basking in that, really thinking about what is inside of you in this moment. You're limitless. You are absolutely limitless. Whenever we are concerned about time, whether something's even ever going to show up, or we are having difficulty staying on track, that is coming from a place of fear of not being able to experience our manifestations. And when we don't feel like staying on track, a lot of times there's a couple things going on there. You're heading into give up mode because you think it's taking too long. It's too hard. If it's too hard, then you're doing something wrong. If it feels difficult, it's a miserable experience, you're doing something wrong. It shouldn't feel that way. You should be able, at minimum, to maintain a dwelling space where you are comfortably getting in the knowing of there's nothing that can stop me, nothing that can stop my manifestation, and I know it's mine, and I know it's going to show up. I have nothing to worry about because I already have it. It's already here. I already got it. It's gonna happen. There's no choice. That's what I'd be doing. Marinating in that. Okay? Haley D, thank you very much. Kim, can you give any advice on the belief of it's everyone but me? This is currently playing out for me and it feels like nothing is happening for me. Okay, and you know what, Haley D? This is a very, very good question, because a lot of people actually do have this belief. They do. And I've had experiences with that. I grew up the dominant part of my adulthood, so we'll say my 20s and 30s for sure, until I discovered manifestation, law of assumption, Neville Goddard, actually. That was me. I really believed, if you have never heard my story, I sincerely believed, because of a numerology book, that I was destined for a lifetime of horrific relationships that were short-term. And that broke me. It ruined my life. And I had that belief for a good 20 years. And I regularly looked out at the world, seeing people in love, and it would make me cry. It would make me feel sometimes jealous. It was an everyone but me mentality, because I really believed that it was going to happen for everyone but me. And that's exactly what I experienced. That's exactly what I experienced. It was everyone but me. How did I work on that? I started, my early days of the law of assumption was a lot of scripting. And I would script, not necessarily like it's not everyone but me, but no, like this is my time. This is my turn. This is when I get to be happy. It's finally my time to have my desires, my long-term, loving, fulfilling relationship. All of my relationships are long-term. Whatever I was fearing that I wasn't going to manifest, I would script it. It is something that you are going to have to obviously address. Like I said, I was a scripter. You might be an affirmer. So what is it particularly that you are afraid you're not going to be able to manifest? Is it all things or is it one specific area? If it's one specific area, I would start honing in on it and I would start talking to yourself, affirming, scripting, visualizing that. Use my example. If you're in fear of not being able to maintain a long-term, loving, fulfilling relationship, then you are obviously going to be affirming that that's all you experience. All of your relationships are long-term. All of your relations are on, your terms. You are always the girl who gets it all. That's how I would be talking to myself. And if you know of an exact experience that you believe is the catalyst moment of why you think it's everyone but you, go back and revise that shit. Get rid of it. That's what I would do. But yeah, it's changing your own story. Time to tell a new story. You are always the one included. It's the new story. Like, girl, you're the god of your reality. You're not going to be left out of shit. You're the one creating it. Spend a little bit of time working on your state. When we have a belief of everyone but me, that is a victim state. That is victimhood. And I was guilty of it. Start really putting into perspective the who you are. Start working on understanding the I am that is inside of you. The I amness, the God, the source energy. Start putting your focus there. Everything you desire to experience is already within you. Kind of like the same answer I just gave Laura, but everything's already here. We were not brought here to have desires that we can never experience. The desires that we're having are from the God within us. It's from God or source, your choice, but it is. So the desire is yours. It's meant for you to experience. That's why you're desiring it. God wants that to play out for you. If you desire it, it's yours. Start talking to yourself like that, because it's not everyone but you. It should be no one but you, because it's your reality. Start reminding yourself of exactly who the hell you are. You're the God of your reality. You are the I am. If you're desiring it, it desires you too. That's how this works. No one gets left behind. Okay? Summer fitters, thank you very much. Thank you. Pardon the repeat. I added time, so I threw in the old one just in case. Well, that's a just in case. Oh my, I fucking love you. And actually, Summer gave me a very interesting video idea, and she's right. And I'm going to make a separate video on it, and the just in cases. I'm going to make a separate video. But on that note, thank you very much, Summer. And that is the end of the Super Chats. Oh no. Another long video. Sorry. I talk a lot. Okay. Thank you all so friggin' much for the Super Chats. I sincerely appreciate it. I will always do my best to make sure your Super Chats get answered. Okay? I don't like missing them, so I will do my best to always get them recorded, if not answered in the live stream. All right? On that note, oh my God, I cannot talk. It's late. Time to go to bed, Kim. I love you all. Be good. Do you realize who the fuck you are? Do you? Do you know that you're the God of your reality? Not just saying it because, oh yeah, I'm the God of my reality. No, don't just say it flippantly. Really think about what I'm saying to you. Spend some time really marinating in that. Everything's already in here. It's already all within you now. You will be denied nothing, absolutely nothing. If you desire it, it's yours. It is already done. Do you think God says no to himself? I don't think so. I know God's within me, and I know for sure I wouldn't be saying no to anything I want. So why are you? Marinate in that, and I'll see you tomorrow. No. That's what she does when she gets yelled at, huh, Boo? You know better. You know better than to touch those pillows. You know better. Okay, be good. Be a good girl. She's judging us right now. Sorry for the interruption. There wasn't. Okay, I know